All right, this recording is going to show you how to create announcements, assignments, questions in your Google Classroom. So down here in the bottom right is a plus sign, and if you just hover over it, you can see I have multiple options: create an announcement, create an assignment, create a question, or reuse a post. Announcements, if I create an announcement, it's just something I want to share with the student. So if it's just a link I'm going to share, or a video, or just information, I'm going to share that right there. Those are announcements. If I actually want the students to turn something in, I'm going to be creating an assignment. Okay, so I have my assignment. I can give instructions. I can add a due date and a due time. I can add a topic. I can add links to things. And if I add something from my Google Drive, so for example, if I add, let's see, can I add? If I just add, I have this. I added a Google file. I have a couple different options. Students can view the file. If I come click on this little caret, students can view the file. So if it's just something I want them to look at. So for example, if you were going to give them a PowerPoint and wanted them to look at it, maybe just take notes from that. Students can edit file, meaning all the students are in one file, or make a copy for each student. This would be if you've got something that you're using as a template and you want each kid to have their own copy. Okay, and you can add multiple things in there. And then once you're ready, you can hit assign. Or if I come hit this little caret, assign, I can schedule it. So if I don't want it to show up until right before class starts, or you're building up a whole bunch, you're inputting a lot of Google Classroom for your week, and so you have one Monday, one Tuesday, one Wednesday, etc. Or if you start creating something and then you have to stop for another reason, you can always do save draft. And if I save the draft, you'll see it's saved right up here, up at the top for me. And I can just click on it. There's my save post, and I can get back to it. The other thing is create questions. So if I want to ask the kids a question, what did you think of today's lesson, or whatever, and I can, again, a due date and a topic. I can have it be short answer or multiple choice. I can have students reply to each other and turn that off and on, or students can even edit their answer. And again, you can add things to your question as well. And once you set it all up, again, I can ask it, I can schedule it, or I can save it as a draft. And again, if I save it as a draft, you'll notice here it is again. There's my draft question and there's my draft assignment. The last thing you can do is reuse a post. So I come to reuse a post. And then you get to select a class. So it's basically, you can reuse a post for any class that you are a teacher of. So if you're an inclusion teacher, special ed or ESL, and you've been made a teacher in another teacher's classroom, you can even reuse their post. So I have like, so I have my old Excel class from when I taught math. I could actually pick that class and then pick one of my old tasks, and we could even reuse that. And then I even have this option to create all new copies of attachments. So if I'm trying to keep things separate, maybe I'm getting it from a different class that I'm not the teacher and I want new attachments, I can click that box and then I can reuse that post. And then once I reuse that post, it pops up as a normal post that I can then again assign, schedule, or save draft. All right, I'm going to delete that. So there you go. That's how we create the different types of assignments in Google Classroom.